Hello everyone, welcome back to IronHand Tech. Old tires, after thousands of kilometers of travel, if not properly treated, may be rotting in a landfill somewhere, silently emitting toxic gases every day. Or worse, burned in the open, releasing tons of black smoke and heavy metals into the air we breathe. In Nigeria, there is a special method for recycling old tires. Let's learn about the recycling process at a special factory. The working day starts with receiving a new batch of old tires collected from affiliated suppliers. In 4 years of operation, the company has recycled more than 300,000 tires and aims to process 5 million tires per year, contributing to reducing pollution caused by millions of tires burned every year worldwide. Tire recycling begins by feeding them into a bead separator, a machine that removes the steel cores from the tire. This step has two important roles. It makes it easier to grind the tire, and it leaves the rubber ready for molding. The machine uses hydraulic pressure to separate the rubber from the steel cores. The cores are collected for recycling, while the rubber continues to the next processing steps. The separated tires are manually placed on a conveyor belt, where they are fed into an industrial crusher. Here they are shredded into small pieces, then crushed again using large rotating drums. Workers wear masks throughout the process because the rubber dust generated can pollute the factory air. The desired size pieces are transferred to another line, while the larger pieces are returned for further crushing. Next, the scraps pass through a magnetic conveyor belt, which sucks up any remaining metal particles in the rubber. Finally, they pass through a vibrating screen, which sorts them into different sizes: 1 millimeter, powder, 3 millimeters, 5 millimeters, etc. The rubber particles are mixed in a hot mixture with a polyurethane binder and a colorant added. During the production of rubber bricks, a layer of glue and colored rubber is poured into a mold, then a layer of colorless rubber is added on top. The mold is pressed by hand, then put into a hydraulic press, which creates the final compression. The final stage is to put the mold in a drying oven for about 8 hours to make the product hard and durable. After drying, the bricks are demolded, stacked in stacks of 10, tied tightly and ready for sale. According to the company, these rubber bricks are extremely safe. If you trip on them, you won't get hurt. Even a dropped phone won't be damaged. In addition to tiles, the company also produces products such as rubber mats, flip-flops, and many other items. The goal is to ensure that old tires are recycled effectively instead of being burned, which is harmful to the environment. Along with tires, plastics are also a serious environmental problem if not properly disposed of. With a population of over 200 million, the country generates around 32 million tons of waste each year, a large portion of which is single-use plastic. Fortunately, recycling plants are working tirelessly to reduce landfill waste and contribute to a more sustainable future for Nigeria. process begins with sorting plastics by material type, size, and color. Workers separate types such as high-density polyethylene, HDPE, and low-density polyethylene, LDPE, as each has different properties in recycling processes. Here, sorting is still done manually. Workers use their naked eyes to identify and classify colors, a job that requires a lot of attention and takes a lot of time. Color sorting is extremely important because it helps the final recycled plastic product have a consistent color and stable quality. If black and white plastic are mixed, the finished product may be an ugly gray or opaque white. In addition, plastics of different colors may have different properties and be used for different purposes. Sorting is hard work and even dangerous. Many workers are not equipped with gloves or protective gear and are vulnerable to injury from contact with toxic waste or broken glass. Many types of plastic have stickers and adhesives, making it difficult to recycle and reducing the quality of the finished product. To remove them, workers have to manually cut each label with a knife. After removing the labels, the white plastic bottles are thoroughly washed to remove food residue, dirt, and odors. Large plastic items such as buckets and basins are cut into small pieces to make grinding faster and more efficient, while reducing damage to the machinery. They are then fed into a grinder. The machine will tear the plastic into small pieces, then pass them through a granulator to form tiny plastic pellets, the input material for the production of bottles, toys, and many other plastic products. The crushed pellets are cleaned to remove impurities, then dried in the sun. After drying, pigment is added, both to increase aesthetics and to hide remaining defects or stains. A ring magnet is used to attract iron or small metals mixed in the plastic. Removing the metal helps protect the machinery and ensures that the plastic pellets meet the standards for use in food packaging or medical devices. The clean plastic pellets are fed into an extruder, where they are melted by heat and mechanical rotation, and then forced through a die to form long products or rods. As the plastic flows out of the die, it is cooled quickly by being immediately immersed in a cold water bath below. The water bath needs to be maintained at a constant temperature. Otherwise, the product may crack, shrink, or deform. Some extruders also have a screen to remove dust and impurities as the plastic passes through. Once the plastic has cooled and shaped, it is chopped into smaller pellets, making it easier to work with. These virgin plastic pellets are then fed into an injection molding machine. Here, the plastic is melted and a screw is used to push it into a metal mold, forming the desired product shape. Once the plastic has cooled and hardened, the mold opens and the finished product is ejected. The process can produce small toys to large car parts with high productivity and automation. The finished product is carefully inspected to remove excess plastic, then packaged and ready for distribution to the market. From discarded plastic bottles, from buckets, barrels, packaging that once lay dormant in the landfill. Now they have become pure plastic pellets, continuing their new journey in the form of toys, plastic pipes, household appliances, and countless other useful products. The recycling process can be hard, complicated, and even potentially risky. But every recycled plastic pellet is part of the solution, a small but solid step on the journey to protect the Earth. We are not just dealing with waste. We are creating opportunities, reducing emissions, protecting the oceans, and leaving a greener planet for future generations. And you, the person watching this video, are also an important part of that circle. Just a small action. Classify, reuse, recycle. You have contributed to making a difference. Thank you for watching. See you on the next journey of regeneration. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. Thanks for watching.